Are you looking to expand your vocabulary and sound more natural when speaking English? Mastering collocations is the key. Collocations are common word combinations, and using them correctly can boost your English fluency. This video introduces beginner-level everyday collocations with the verb make that you can immediately use the next time you're speaking English. First up, the verb make collocates or goes with meals and a lot of different food and drinks. We can make breakfast, make lunch, make dinner, and make a snack. I can make a cake or make cookies for dessert. If guests come, I often make some coffee or tea. An example using this collocation is, my kids are usually hungry after swimming, so I always make a snack for them to eat before dinner. Doing an exercise like swimming makes my kids hungry, and if they exercise in the afternoon, it's hard for them to wait until dinner time to eat. Our next sentence says, every morning I make coffee and drink it with breakfast. This collocation here is an important one, and that's to make money. To make money is to earn income or get paid. Sometimes you hear someone say that they make extra money. This is money that they make outside of or in addition to their regular job. An example sentence using this collocation is, he paints houses on weekends to make extra money. So this man has a job he works during the week, and on the weekends, he paints houses for extra money. Another example using the collocation make money is, she makes money as an influencer. So in this sentence, this young lady makes money doing things like taking pictures with her breakfast. What do you do to make money? I teach English at a high school. How about you? Let me know in the comments. Here's a useful collocation for the office. To make a copy or make copies is to duplicate or reproduce a document or an object. To put paper in a copy machine or photocopier, press the copy button and make copies. For example, you could say to someone, please make 15 copies of this for today's meeting. Another example using this collocation is, this photocopier is broken. You need to go downstairs to make copies. We also use the verb make when talking about causing someone to smile, laugh, or cry. So make someone smile, or make someone laugh, haha, or make someone cry. Whoo. We also use this when talking about causing someone to have an emotion, such as make someone happy, make someone sad, or make someone angry. We could say, his jokes make everyone laugh. That movie made me cry. Seeing trash on the street makes me angry. And when I'm sad, going for a hike makes me happy. What makes you happy? Now imagine it's your birthday. You're about to blow out the candles on your birthday cake. Before you do, close your eyes and make a wish. To make a wish is to express a desire or hope. We do this when we blow out the candles on a birthday cake. We also do this when we see a shooting star at night. Sometimes, children like to make a wish when they blow on a dandelion. So close your eyes and make a wish. If you have kids, you're probably familiar with this one. To make a mess is used when something becomes untidy, dirty, or disorganized. For example, the children made a mess in the living room while their parents were gone. My kids sometimes make a mess when they start a puzzle on the floor and don't finish it. So there are puzzle pieces on the floor for several days. This sentence says, I make a mess when I cook Thanksgiving dinner. When I cook Thanksgiving dinner, I need to use a lot of pots and pans. I make a big mess when I spill things on the counter or on the floor when I'm cooking. And I need to spend a lot of time cleaning afterwards. Maybe at school, at work, at home, or in your relationship, you make a mistake, which is to do something wrong or incorrectly. Your teacher might say, double-check your work to avoid making a mistake. To double-check something is to check or look at it again. I always tell my students, everyone makes mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers. If no one made mistakes, pencils wouldn't need erasers. Our next collocation with the verb make is to make one's bed or make the bed, which means to make a bed neat after you or someone else has slept in it. For example, parents often ask their children to make their beds, After all, it makes the room look much tidier. Another example is, I always make my bed right after waking up. So this person has a habit of making his or her bed right after waking up, before he or she brushes their teeth, gets dressed, or any other activity one usually does in the morning. I don't know when you're watching this video, but it's Friday right now here, and I need to make plans for the weekend. The collocation to make plans means to arrange or decide on future activities. Maybe we'll watch a movie on Disney+, or maybe we'll go out to a new restaurant in town. For example, I could say, let's make plans for this summer. We should go abroad. To go abroad means to go to another country. Another sentence using this collocation is, let's make plans to have lunch together next week. It's been so long since we've seen each other. Most of us are busy, and sometimes we forget the important things we need to do, so we make a list. To make a list is when you write down a bunch of things one after another. It helps keep things in order and makes it easy to understand or remember stuff. It could be a to-do list, which is a list of all the things you need to do. Or it could be a shopping list to remind you all the things you need to buy when you go to the supermarket, so you don't forget anything. For example, we could say, I always make a shopping list before going to Costco, so I don't forget to buy anything. And she makes a to-do list at the start of every morning. Our next collocation is to make a friend, and this means to form a friendship. For example, you could say making a friend requires being open-minded and approachable. In this sentence, we have open-minded, which means to be ready to accept new ideas and ways of thinking that are different from yours. To be approachable means that you are easy to talk to and connect with, making it more likely for others to start conversations with you and building a relationship with you. Another example using this collocation is, I just moved to this neighborhood and I've already made a few friends. So this person used to live somewhere else, moved to this neighborhood where he or she didn't know anyone, and is already making friends. To make a phone call is to dial a phone number and speak to someone over a phone. This could be a quick phone call, which would be one that isn't long, or maybe a long-distance phone call, which is a call to someone who perhaps lives in a different country. A phone call may also be a collect call. When you make a collect call, the person receiving the call is charged money for the phone call, not the person dialing the phone number. For example, I could say I need to make a couple of quick phone calls before I leave the office. So before the workday is done, this person needs to call a couple of people. Another example is, thanks to video chat apps, I no longer have to pay to make long-distance phone calls. I can do it through the app. So before, making a long-distance phone call over one's landline phone or cell phone would cost a lot of money. Nowadays, you're just doing it through an app and using your home Wi-Fi. The more practice you get using these collocations, the more automatically they will come to you the next time you are speaking or writing in English. See you in the future.